Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is ALGOBOX, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Othrew. Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. How about now? Can you hear me now? Let me know how that mic level is doing there, and let's get into some trading here this morning. We've got Mentorship Monday, so we're going to be talking through a lot of things. I'll walk through the trades as we go through them, try to focus more on some teaching rather than my own specific trading here. Right here at this spot right here, we got a gigantinormous delta set up there, and a lot of folks selling right here. I think they might get caught off sides here. I had this beautiful play here earlier this morning, Super Enigma, one of my best plays there this morning, and now I am playing off of what I hope to be a trap and a push back up here. We got some nice smooth legs down here. We are currently moderate buy, so I'm not believing this down move here, and right here is the spot. Now we're inside of the flat zone, so on the flat line right here, so we know I've got to take a little bit more heat here on this, so I'm kind of expecting the heat, but I'm looking for a move up again. Now the concern is that if these four setups right here, this is a 3 wise men, right? We got a 3 WM here, and we are currently moderate buy. We've now shifted back over to strong buy. I would expect that these are the 3 wise guys who know what's up. This is the fake move. This should be the fake out, head shake, hopefully forming a trap, right? And now where do I get people off sides? Right about there. When you got a nice smooth leg down, okay, now everybody believes and everybody mashes the button right here. And hopefully that whole set of traders gets off sides, and I want to run this back up to new highs. That's the idea here on this play. Like an AOC, that is the theory. Now, as to whether or not it is, what we don't like is that a 4th one came up. When it's 3, love it. The reason it's not called the 4 wise men is because, well, once we get a 4th, this could be a cluster, and now all these could be being trapped into the long side, and I might be getting off sides here because that was a nice smooth leg up here. So I am hyper aware that right now I may be getting in the wrong side trap here as well. That is the concern for my play here, and there's my double cross with a ready up here, hoping that this is the formation that I was looking for. If not, well, I'm in some trouble here. If we're shifting off of moderate buy, we end up going into red side, I'm going to be eating my words here momentarily. If that decides to shift out of the buy side into neutral and red, I've got to kill the position and take the loss. All right, good morning, Mr. Canfield. Good morning to all you guys who were giving me a shout outs there this morning there. This one's going deep on me into a shark. Let me look on the higher time frame to see I have anything else to be concerned with. PRZ cross, hopefully again, more folks jumping in on that. This could be a very large trap, and we're staying, the nerd is telling me long. Now, what is the nerd? Everybody type in the chat. What is nerd? Man, that is a lot of steady sell. NQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. That is correct. That is the nerd, and that is what is being incorporated in our MACV Ultimate indicator over here on the left. Working my way up to a 30 contract position here. We now landed in a bat on the time frame just up above. And let's see if this is the structure hold, hoping that we don't break through that bat. Don't want to see this break through, straight through this structure. See if this will be the spot for us to catch all those traps and move up, or if this is really solid selling into this, then I'm going to be in red territory starting out here on my first play on the live stream.
DCDMEM on the 1. DCDMEM on the 1. Lower bands touch EM on the 26. Fib.EM on the 8.
Kicking myself for not doing a half double right there. So normally when this returns, if I get some heat, I like to take off half, and then as it peels back a little bit, add in, so I kind of get a little deeper on that one. I kind of hesitated here this morning on that. Thought it might break through it, but nope. Kicking myself again. I'm going to remind myself back when I play the tape later to go, should have played the half. As it peels back, I could double into this area, so I've got some deeper reward potential, also reducing my risk. Made a little semi-newbie mistake. What's up, No Bad? Hope you guys had a great weekend. Let me get you guys chat here on the screen.
Lower bands touch EM on the 26.
Yeah, on that one, learning wise, I should have halved right there as it came back to my point of entry. Being half as enthused at my position there, and I did not. And now I'm going to eat some heat here. I'm going to go ahead and close it up and take my loss here. Loss like a boss. Completely off on that, although it's still showing moderate buy on the nerd. So I am going to be looking for that up move here, but right now, too dangerous here. So I'm going to take my loss here. I'm going to go into, turn my sound on here. Red for trade number 1, and that was a big one. Big off there on that first play here this morning. Still moderate buy. I am looking for that buy. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to start engaging one more time here, down on a 12.7 this time. More smooth legs down, should get retail involved. Hopefully that is the final trap area here. Nerd is still, basically I've got all eyes on the nerd right here. And this is the first, well no, technically this was, this is the first green AOC after that original move up. Would have loved to have seen that more here, but we are here right now. I was buying all that in the flat zone, so I'm also taking a note of that. We just now busted outside of the fiddle zone, so I'm looking for this to be a good spot along with a masher as well. We've got a masher touch now outside the fiddle zone, much better. Where I was taking trades was right here in the middle of that flat zone. Unfortunately, taking that loss there on the first play. All right, I'm going to add to my position here, see if I can maximize my play here. I do need the optimized range for YM. I did not plug that in here this morning on the optimizations. Let me go into the premium chat here and let me look to see what that was. Come back. Where's premium? All right. 40. Wow, it's a big one. Okay, so we have for today's optimized range for the YM right here for the optimizations over the weekend. We know YM, I need to be on the 40. That is a monster. So a lot of movement have been going on in the Dow. There's a lot. Now, what's the main component of the Dow? Let's see who can get that answer. What do you think the macro, on the macro scale, what do you think might be going on? Why the Dow might be so active as of late? I'm going to plug that 40 in while we're doing that. Now this is very interesting. So here is what's been going on with the RTY. So the Dow has been moving straight down. Look at the conflict here. We have major differences here. We've got RTY having been moved up. Again, another one of those reasons why, you know, I've been solid on trying to catch a trap on this Dow. This down move, everything else has been moving up. The nerd has been moving up except for the Dow. So Dow is showing me this morning that it is the lagger on the bull side. So it does concern me. Yikes. Getting deep. Another super smooth leg down. I'm not believing that. You know my deal. I do not believe smooth legs. There's a cross. I'll add in on that position. NVIDIA? No. Talking about the Dow. The Dow. Crude oil was what I was looking for. Did anybody put in crude oil? I didn't see anybody talking about crude oil, but it is more, I believe, the crude oil play there with all the chatter around the Saudis and all of that type of stuff. I think that's what's in play. Yeah, those who said NVIDIA, like, be careful, we need to do a little more study. Yeah, Petro is correct. I need to do a better job of teaching. Yeah, CL, crude oil is the situation there. So macro news event scenarios would be around things happening with crude oil. And NVIDIA is a Dow component now? Okay, so it's moved. Well, has it moved? I see one said it is moving as in the middle of, but has not yet. Or is, I don't know. That I did not know, so you guys inform me. So this broke down further and is now at a real masher. This was the biggest move up, came in off of this spot here. This was a turning point before on the higher time frame. So got a masher along with this play here, hoping that that is the case, although we did just shift to neutral. So concerned, is Dow going to be the leader to the downside? No, we pop back to the moderate buy again. So, you know, I feel like I've got I feel like I'm on the right side of this play, but I don't know. Is Dow in a downer? Is Dow the downer today? Instead of the Dow, it's the down.
Enigma short on the EM1.
Oh boy. Okay, so I'm as big as I want to get on a play where I'm coming against me here. Let's see if this ends up being one of those that gets smacked back. Very good, very good. That's what I want to see. Now snap back to that. Push me up in there, and this time I'm going to play this right here and do my half and add.
Enigma short on the EM1.
Yeah, I see you. Come on. All eyes right here on the nerd. Okay, the official is, it is, so now NVIDIA is in the Dow officially. Okay, very cool. Good to know. That is a shift change for me. Thank you for informing me. 10:26 a.m., 4 minutes till the bottom of the hour, 10. And as I avert my eyes over to look at the clock, it comes back and touches me where I needed to pull half, and I did not.
Lower bands touch EM on the 40. DCDM EM on the 1.
Okay, peel in half at my gold line target there on a DCDM. That was the measurement up to the gold line right there. Getting that Rice Krispies on. And there we go. I'll take that for 3K. Double ready up here to the short side, but we're on strong buy up into that one there. Took that off. Control E. Okay, right there. Close it almost at the high. So anything back behind it. Let's see if we're going to get that. We got a triple ready up here. Potential reversal. Nerd to the long side. So I'll still be looking to engage to the long side first. Yeah, I'm going to enable long and continuous over here. And if we do pop in Enigma, I will go 10 contracts. I've armed long. So basically the market's moving a little hot and fast right now, so I'm going to arm long and turn on continuous. Actually, I want it to take next just in case they fire off back to back. I want to be on the long side. How do I know? The nerd is telling me I've got strong buy. We stayed over here. Even that big down move, it only got to neutral. Strong to the buy side. I want to catch the next Enigma long. If it comes up, I just want it to instantly add me in, and I can adjust my position size afterwards. So that's kind of my thought process on entering onto this position right now. Trade number 2. All right, we are breaking through that Gartley, and I'm hearing AudioBox. So that is a piercer, AudioBox piercer coming through off of that Gartley break. Got a bad entry there on that. Slipped me as it went through. Gonna add in on the back of that one there. Start counting ticks. We are in the flat zone, so a little bit concerning there on the flat. Hoping that we push straight through that and get on to the strong side move. Feel like a DCDM is about to show up. Not sure where you get that from. From that one? But if you anticipate it, if there's one that shows up right here, man, I'm gonna have to give you a gold star. Although at that point, there's not a long enough leg here. This has been a stair stepper, so hard to find a DCDM and a stair stepper. Just gotta give it my 2 cents on that. On a stair stepper, it's going to be hard to find a DCDM because you're looking for, you know, some straight leg action on that. All right, 12 ticks into this crab. Oh, on that Gartley break? I got you. We just put in a big white cross there on the MACV standard, not the MACV ultimate. So we may get some accumulation here and maybe not just a straight run. Start to accumulate here. It's going to be additional heat. Have to work that position here in this space. Okay, we're at the bottom of the channel. Would love to see an Enigma somewhere right here. Would be amazing. Okay, those are 3 spaced out crosses. I am looking for a 3 wise men. Hopefully it doesn't turn into 4. Since starting with lowercase, may as well be consistent. So what is the direction of the nerd on the 3 wise men?
DCDM on the 1.
And I almost like I jinxed it. I was like, hopefully it doesn't turn into 4, and it just did. All right, so that makes the 3 wise men less exciting here. Looking for a return to the highs off of a 3 wise men for target 1. This turned into a 4th, but they're so close together. Sometimes I debate whether or not I count that as 1 or not. Okay, back to that 12 ticks. It got 13. There's a butterfly up above us. And we are touching a gold line target off of the double cross. Triple sell ready ups on ES1s. Lighten, can you give me a screenshot of that in the Discord chat if you didn't already? Love to see that. And pop over into the public chat. And yeah, if you got a screenshot for me, love to see that. Get a read on the ES. I do not have ES in front of me. I have RTY off to the left, and I do see just continued marching up. 11.9 just came in there. See if we get up into that butterfly, but this could be, yeah, I mean, it could be a bull trap here. Made several moves up there. Thank you, Enlighten. I see that screenshot. Okay. Sitting here right at 4K and definitely feeling like potentially pulling some of this. I'm going to go ahead and pull some of this right here. In case it is that pull, this might be the turning point on the ES. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. And we just went back to moderate buy. We're off of strong buy, so something has turned. And it's not the YM, because YM has been sticking straight up here.
CDM on the 1.
Okay, multi-cross right here. I've peeled half. Let's see if it gives a little oomph through. If not, I'll peel it. I'm right at 4K right now. See if it's going to give that burst up and wants to go, or if we're coming back, and I'll close the position and reassess. Back to strong buy. $22 ticks back to the back of that butterfly. Let's see if the butterfly holds or if she's going to crack through. If she's going to crack through, I'll let it run.
Double delta EM on the 1.
All right, and I'll close it up right there. Ready up inside. That is a super PRZ into a target there as well. 4,500 on the morning on trade number 3.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Multi ready up there.
Double delta EM on the 1.
And some more. Just staying on the side of the nerd. Curious, has anyone seen have we had any reports of AOCs this morning? Any alpha omega clusterings on any time frames? Remember, well, not any time frames. Let's talk about the AOC. What I'm asking for AOCs. Let's be specific about what I'm asking for. alpha omega clusters on algo bars 4 or below. Type that into a training window here. Okay. Okay, let's go over it again. How about we draw in some, blue's good. Okay, got a little bit bigger here as well. Okay, so when I ask for any AOC reporting, we are looking for alpha omega clustering. That means down here on the algo bar 4s or below. So some people reported, oh, I see it up on the 5s, or I see it up on the 8s, or I see it. No, if you are seeing them on the higher time frames, you need to talk about the adjustment of that. If you are seeing it on the higher time frames, you need to actually adjust your AO filter. So if you guys have gone through the, we call it tuning. So then we would want to high time frame tune. We go through AO tuning. So go to the alpha omega tuning video and tune that in until you find the pivot, and that's going to be your number. If you don't know what I'm talking about there, maybe one of our folks here can be so kind as to find the video on alpha omega tuning, post it there in the chat. I also did a kind of an advanced one of those recently when someone was asking about times of day and how to divide that up across the sessions. Remember, there are various sessions each day. You got the very early morning session, you got pre-market session, then you've got the midday, and then you've got end of day, then your final 7 minutes. Those are the various kind of sections of the intraday trading for the US markets. So back to kind of what we are focused on here with the 4s or below. I'm looking for all of that clustering to tell me, here's what I'm looking for the warning. Do we have a trend grinder? Is this thing just going to grind and grind and grind and grind? Our system will tip its hand and show us
double delta
that
on the one,
so that we can turn it into green, right? We want to grab that big money bag if that occurs for us. Also getting out of the way, and don't worry about looking for trap scenarios where we're trying to turn the thing around. Just look for that trend grinder and get in that direction, which is going to be riding with the nerd, right? Always keep in mind the nerd. We're going to keep talking about the nerd, and that is NERD. Nasdaq, ES, RTY, and the Dow, which is weird because the Dow is a Y. So maybe it's nerdy. Okay. The Dow is the YM if you are looking for the symbols. Don't ask me why they did that. If somebody has the history on that, why is the Dow a letter Y? Why is it YM? Question mark. You got the answer for that one. I would like another piece of history. Speaking of history, that things have informed me today. Did not know. Someone in our chat has informed me that NVIDIA has moved to the Dow. Interesting. Very interesting. And Intel, is it official? Did Intel get removed? Also looking for the final answer on that as well. Very curious. Okay. So I still have the bugged version. I'm going to press F5 here. I have the bugged version of the flatline filter. It reminds me I need to install the latest. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. You guys should too. If you've not installed the latest version of ALGOBOX, make sure that you do that. In fact, I might take a moment here to do that with you guys. I just pressed refresh and I locked up there. Okay, so let's do that. Let me, I'm going to grab the update on the latest version. We made some changes to that flat line, and I'll go over a few of the other items on there, and we'll talk about some more of the kind of trading setups. And some new stuff here as we're going into the end of the year. Don't forget, we've got the awesome Black Friday is going on right now. If there has literally never been a better time to enter into our training program than right now. Pop over to, there it is. Sorry, I was looking for that right there. Got the Black Friday stuff. Let me relaunch here and I'll show you guys some more stuff that's going on. We've got some cool things coming with Platinum, and that's going to be awesome. Let me close this up here. Save. Yes. Okay. And one of the things that changed with the flat line and the no fiddle zone area, you now can go all the way down to 5%. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, I'll show you in just a moment. I know I'm kind of babbling on here while I'm trying to relaunch. I'm going to clear cache as well while I'm here. Got a fresh set of data. All right, new, clean, high priority startup. There we go. Oh, I forgot to run the installer. Hello. Let's. I was like, what was I was going to show you guys. Yeah, let's run the installer. 1 second. All right. Before I do that, let me uninstall my current as well. So I'm running the uninstaller first. All right, so now I'm just going to go next, finish, although I am going to select the bottom option here where we've got the auto bot pack, including Enigma. That will be gone on January 1st, so don't forget, we had talked about that Enigma was available this year on January 1st. Enigma will no longer be included, so if you are getting in on that Black Friday offer, it will also include Enigma. January 1st, Enigma will no longer be included. Again, the system is great without it. You do not need Enigma necessarily, although in my opinion, it sure does make life a lot easier. That's it. While that is loading, also wanted to show a couple of things here on the new website and changes that are coming. If you are joining in with us, I want to show you guys a few things on the tools and all that kind of fun stuff here. Let me log out so you'll kind of see some other things. So if you are brand new with us, you're going to want to go up to the top and go ahead and create a login with us, and I'll show you why. You're going to get some access to the free tools, even if you are not necessarily ready to go, hey, I'm ready to jump in with you guys, we've got the new log into your dashboard area at the top, and I will show you guys some of the cool stuff that you're going to get if you do that. Let me get you guys on the screen here while I put in my credentials. One moment. All right, gonna log in here and I'm gonna use my account here, and we'll show you guys some of the cool stuff that's gonna be back there for you. New tools, training, all that fun stuff. All right, so now once I'm logged in, I've got this drop down on our dashboard. Now, some of the stuff is under construction, but I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek anyway on what is going on in here. So inside of the trial dashboard here, you're going to have some pretty cool stuff here. So hop on in here, your trading tools, some of the free stuff, some of the free gifts for you. We've got the daily trade tracker sheet, which I kind of consider more of a gift to you because you can basically just download that and it's yours. We got the trade tracker tool that you see me use here in the live streams, and the tide wave visualizer. Those are all free for anybody who is hanging out here in our community. You can go and get your tech support, and of course full documentation. Let's click on that full documentation. I don't think you guys know how powerful this really is yet, but I want you guys to get familiar with this. If you're learning brand new with us, you want to learn about the 120-day program and how that works, your first 40 days learning through on the video programs. That's there. As far as your workspaces, what are the various workspaces that we have laid out there for you? Again, when I'm here on the live streams, I've got a little bit of a different layout here, but if you want to understand why I say to go through the ALGOBOX standard to learn the 5 trades, the 5 layouts. Wow, I keep saying 5 layouts. The 5 time frame layout, thank you. And why I tell you to do it in this configuration so that you, as you're going through your training, kind of understand reading from left to right. You've got the high time frame up there on the tide, the kind of the H to mid. We kind of got the high to mid right here, and then we've got the filter as we come through here. So you kind of think of, you make your decision over here, we filter through this chart right here, and then we are entering on a big or small on your entries for the risk level as you are entering in on those positions, and all that kind of stuff. Everything from the button panels, you want to learn the harmonic pattern stuff, you want to know about the alpha omega, the audio box, all that stuff is, all the topics are over here on the left, and it's fully searchable now, and everything is very graphical, very cool stuff here. We spent the entire year building this out. It has been a massive effort. And hopefully you guys get a lot out of that. Other items in the trial section area, that's your documentation, social media, Discord, standard stuff. Let's hop here to the trading tools. I don't know if I've got this linked quite yet, so let's see if that one's going to the right spot. Nope, that's not the one. I believe I've got it. Dashboard. Nope, that's the main one, I think. Yep, not that one. Under construction. Oh, I put it up here. I put this in this weekend. Okay, so up here under software, let's go back to the home page. If you come up here to software and click on free community tools, show you guys what you've got coming in here. Yes, the community tools, free stuff. Who doesn't love the free stuff? So you got the MacV Ultimate. You guys have seen me use over here on the left. If you want to run that on your phone, great idea to log into Discord there. You can use your phone or a tablet, keep it off. That way you're not even like me here on a live stream. I've got to take up precious screen real estate with this on my screen, but you could put it on your phone, for instance, giving that example right there. The tide wave visualizer, you can put that right in front of you. So if you're like me, you're looking down there on the lowest time frames, and all of a sudden you kind of get off on, okay, where am I on the tide wave visualizer up here? Like, am I green right now? Are we looking to the long side? I like to keep that in front of my eyes up there in the top right corner. For me, you can put that where you'd like. Then, of course, we've got the electronic trade tracker there. You can use this, also free there on the website, to make sure you're not over trading, kind of keeping in there with your 5 trades. I like to kind of think of where I'm at, like where I am here today. Let me zoom this back out here. So I know that right now I've got my winner chicken dinner, and I should be kind of done for this session, although I would be potentially looking for a bonus if you have been following along with my winner chicken dinner, right? And last but not least, the daily tracker. This thing is very, very cool. We spent a lot of time, putting this together here for you guys. You can go and grab that as well. This is a very neat interface for you to track over a month your various red and green days there, looking at your total P&L, looking at things over a historical. Remember to learn to love the dips, okay? Like, know that, yes, you're going to take some drawdown. Yes, you're going to lose some trades. Yes, you're going to have some losing days. And looking at it on a bigger picture can do a lot of things. We'll talk more about that for encouraging you where you're at as you go through things. But the dashboards, again, they're currently under construction. We've got some stuff we're still working on these, but this will be coming out here, probably be finished up by the end of this week, hopefully there. But you'll have an area where you can come in, welcome to your free trial, and all of the cool stuff that you've got access to, along with all of your training. So cool stuff there. I feel like I had some other things underneath this. Download ALGOBOX, detailed info and examples. Yeah, if you are brand new with us, you don't know what all this stuff is. Yes, our system does work on stocks. Yes, it works on Forex, but you guys see me work this on futures all the time, and E-minis, because of course, I mean, what's my name? Vinny E-mini. So I show you guys how this works on futures, but this can work on any type of market, including crypto. All right, let's zoom back out here on this one. And I've got a fresh install. I'll show you guys that update, particularly around that filter that was kind of bothering me. I was like, that thing, I forgot it. I've got the old bugged version that when it goes all the way to the bottom and comes back up, sometimes it has a hard time cutting it off on the top side, and that was a bug that we fixed on that. Like the online version, daily tracker, fantastic. Love to hear it. Kid deleted my YT account while deleting his channel. Oh no. Oh no, Gardy. Sorry to hear that, my friend. That's awesome. Kind of not though, right? Deleted your account. Oh no. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to get a fresh launch on NinjaTrader here, and let me make sure my account login stuff is not on there, so give me a moment while I relaunch. And I'm going to do this same clear cache and run the bat file. If you guys don't know, if you have installed our system and there is a bat file in there called ALGOBOX new clean high priority startup.bat, and that will automatically do all the cleanups, clean up your log areas, remove the old data, and cause it to pull from the server again. And it does it all in one bat file that's there for you in the NinjaTrader 8 folder after you do the install, and that's what I'm currently running right there. All right, so getting that first time launch message says NinjaTrader's detected assembly contains new add-ons, A/B licensing help menu. Are you sure you want to trust this? Everyone, anytime you get that, make sure you do authorize. It says, do you wish to authorize these add-ons? Click on yes. And then we should get a nice fresh launch, and I'm going to pull account details off here to the left and save and relaunch one more time here, and we should be good to go here. I'll go and bring you guys back on screen after I log in. Hard to trust people on the internet, you know what I'm saying? You know. All right, so it should be launching here any second here for me. There we go. There's our standard 5 chart layout. I'm going to hit connect. If you're wondering why it's, well, out here, why does it look so small? It is because I'm on a 4K gigantinormous screen, which is why I do have a different layout here for my live streams, particularly for you guys. But 4K quality to kind of show you guys more charts, things a little bit more laid out. But this is designed for a standard 1080p. Folks who are on a laptop or, you know, have not had the pure pleasure and joy of getting a gigantinormous TV from Walmart for like 200 bucks.
Double delta NQ on the 2.
Because I mean, now isn't it insane that you can get a 43-inch 4K screen for like a couple $100s now? Insane. Okay, so there's our normal layout. Let me go up here to, I think I can change you guys' view. Let's go top left. Here you go. So this would be more what you're looking like on a laptop. And as we said before, your 2 high time frames there. You'll learn about all this as you're going through our training program. All right, let me switch over to my main workspace. close this workspace and say yes. And let's launch my live stream workspace. Let's see. Oh, I might need to. So many names on those. Let me look to see what is the name of my latest. Okay, current one is live stream shared 2024 10/21. All right, let's go to that one. Okay, so let me go to the no fiddle zone in question. There it is. So on the no fiddle zone, I now have in this drop down. Can you see? Let me zoom in on this. Oh, we're on. You guys are on the top left. Let's go to bottom left. Okay, so if I go into my no fiddle zone indicator, I'm going to show you guys this. So now you have an additional one here as well. You can go all the way down to 5%, and this is 5% above, 5% below. That was some other questions some people had on how you're measuring out the flat line area. Okay, and let me refresh that one more time. Oh, it's not liking me. Oh, did I just freeze it up? All right, one more time here. I've disconnected before I hit refresh. Okay, now before I reconnect here, I'm going to re-add the fiddle zone with the latest. Let me check to make sure I've got the latest first of all. Go to Tools, remove NinjaTrader Assembly. What is my computer doing? Oh, I didn't turn off real-time protection. Oh my goodness. Probably going bonkers here. All right, so there we go. 9968. Looks like I only got one, so should be good to go. Yeah, especially that Windows keeps turning it back on for you. It's like you can't just turn it off. They're like, no, you can't turn it off. We want to monitor you always. Okay, charts are still loading here. Give me a moment. All right, waiting for the data to load there. It is a Monday. I need to make sure, so it's got a little bit more data here. I've got 3 days of data on this chart. It's going to take a little bit longer. This one's also calculating up top. There, let that data populate here on first launch after install. No, I didn't lose audio. It's still loading there. I'm going to take a quick break. Let me grab a coffee refill here, and I'll be right back. Alrighty then. Got my coffee here in hand. Is it still loading here? All right, I'm gonna kill and fill here. Oh, it's locked up. That's why. I'm like, why is this not closing? Oh man. Okay. I've been caught in the NinjaTrader loop. Oh, all right. One more launch here. What kind of coffee do I drink? Oh, it's the, oh man. I always go blank on it. It's the, it starts with a S. I always forget the name of it. Sumatra. Sumatra, yeah. Connections. One more time. Oh, before I do that, let's change this to 3 days of data. Make sure it's on 3. Because it is a Monday, so what happens is that filter, just in case everybody knows. So if you don't have enough data, the McAfee filter, it doesn't know what to do, because basically what happens is if there's not enough topside data looking back to the left, then it doesn't have standard deviations above. So what happens is it can handle it to the bottom, but then it goes to the top and it freaks out, just doesn't know what to do because there's not enough data there. So anyhow, it's a Monday, and you know there's no data there on a Sunday and on a Saturday, and it takes those days literally. So you have to go all the way back to Friday. So you need 3 days of data. So on a Monday, you need 3 days of data. Every other day, you need 1 day of data. Okay, there it is. It's the word salad. Too much detail. All right, one more time. Let's connect. Yeah, and it has particularly to do on Mondays. So on a Monday, you know, I know we have a look. If you go into our room right now and type !Sunday, okay, there's a video about this, and I did not have that set to 3 days of data. So it's like it's looking for days of data back, and it doesn't have it. So just make sure on a Monday. Let's type this out in big letters. I can type. Okay, so everybody always asks, like, well, why is it 3 days? Okay, I know this is a hard concept, but I know you guys are smart, okay? You think about it. There's no Saturday and Sunday data. There's not enough data to fill in higher time frame stuff. Why? Because you're on the lowest time frame. There's not enough data, particularly on YM. Now, you might get away with it on NQ, okay? NQ might be the exception. Sometimes NQ has enough data because you know how it is. NQ prints a lot of bars. But on everything else that is not NQ, okay, all this stuff here, I would not have had a problem here moments ago if I had thought about, okay, I got to load 3 days of data. I forgot to just reload it, brand new install. I don't, we don't install every single day, but let's go ahead and go through the explanations. It is not that the thing is buggy or it's hanging up, blah, blah. It has to do with this right here, okay? You got to be smarter than the average bear. We're using technology, okay? So we need that Friday data so that we can have enough information to be able to put that filter on there for you. Okay, so if you're wondering like why isn't the filtering working, it is because it needs that data, because it's trying to figure out what the standard deviation is. How do you find the standard deviation of something that doesn't, if you don't have enough data? Okay, now this goes back to your college courses here. Got to understand a little bit about statistics. You're like, well, how come it does not pull the statistics right? Because it didn't have enough data. Give it the data. Make sense? All right, please, everybody type in the chat if you understand that, or if you don't, pass this on to your neighbor. Now, as far as getting this information, exclamation mark, Sunday. What to do on Sunday nights each week? Type exclamation mark Sunday. You are having issues. Monday, you must switch to 3 days of data, or if your PC can handle it, put 3 days of data all the time. Okay, that will solve the problem. If you got 3 days of data and it works all the time on your PC, great. Good? Great, awesome. I just missed this awesome 23 trap and move up. Massive trap. Look at that. Smooth legs down, faking everybody out. Ready up. Boom. Super Enigma. Long. Did anybody catch that? Man, that is a monstrous, awesome move there. Got a DCDM here. I'm going to go ahead and try to snag this. DCDM target up above. Big long target up there for me. Let me grab the distance on that. That is a 29 patik. Did I say patik? I was about to say potential. A potential set of ticks. We'll call it a patik. A potential set of ticks. Potential. We got 29 ticks up to that target up above on the DCDM. Can you explain more, Martin, when you say it didn't show on my system? What is it? It didn't show on my system. What it? Potential. Yes. We've got a potential. So the nerd tells us, let's go zoom in here, bottom left. So the nerd is long side, big, nice, juicy trap. And the next play, wow, did I just type it? What did I just type there? Wow, I can't type. Brother needs to get his coffee to kick in here today. Trap. Beautiful. Super PRZ. Launches it up. Next play. Looking for a DCDM here. Gonna add in on those crosses, expecting that they're offsides. It will let me catch a bid. If I can get to a full 16 contracts, gonna go on a full position on that run. Back to my original question. I think before we got involved in all of the switcheroos and getting updated, we were talking about AOCs. Did we have any AOCs on any other instruments? Can you guys help me out with that? Oh no, as soon as I saw that 23, I definitely would have entered there. I would have gone. You know, again, I'm a 2-try rule person, you know, but would you, you're kind of up to you on how you roll with that, right? I would have gone in on the moonshot. Set the open line, know that I've got some heat on it, but then again, that's because, you know, I'm willing to take some heat. If you can't take heat, you know, totally get it. But you're asking if it's me, would I have taken this on the moonshot? Yes. Would I have added into my position right here or re-engaged on this? Yes. So like, let's say that I had gotten right here. I went in and I stopped out right here. So I take 1 red. Well, I've got a 2-try rule. So for me, I'm thinking 2-try if we come back through. But let's say that I see that right up there, and then this comes in, PRZ, back of a shark. Are you kidding me? Shark back plus that. Yeah, these straight legs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a 4 LDT as well? 4-legged dog trap? Yes. Huge, right? Easy to read. I'm all in on that, right? I'm all in on that. For sure. Okay, I mean, I'm all the way in on this until I get across. Something else got to get in my way. Smooth legs down, right back to that cross point. That's fine. Let me add some more. I'm in. I'm game. Cool. She gonna give me a 4 LDT right here? I'll take it. Doggy head. My favorite number's 24.
Divergence down on the 26.
You want to go deep dive on the Enigma? You can go deep dive on Enigma and point of entry. Wait, Enigma and point of entry? Sorry, it sounds like you're asking something very specific. I know we had some chats over the weekend. I don't want to miss specifically what you mean by your question. So if you want to clarify your question for me, just to make sure I cover what you want me to cover. Or are you two different things, or one thing? Are you saying the point of entry on an Enigma, or point of entry in general? I don't know that that's a... Yeah, clarify for me, and I'm happy to talk it through. It's Mentorship Monday. We're going through all the fun stuff. Whatever you want to chat on. Let's do it. But I want to make sure I'm not answering the wrong thing, because I think on Friday he asked me a question, and then you told me later that, well, Vinny said, yeah, well, it's because of the way you phrased your question. I was trying to answer your question the way that I understood what you said, but it's like Project Management 101. Me and my project management pet peeves of life are what you think you said versus how I interpreted what you said versus what you meant you said. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's two questions. Okay. Well, point of entry, that's not a thing unless I understand, like, example of a point of entry. Does anyone else know what he's saying? I don't know what he means by point of entry. Like, what does that mean? Point of entry versus Enigma? Anyway, please be specific. Type it all the way out. Use voice to text if you need to. Type it all the way out here, and let's make sure we get your question answer appropriately. Yeah, is that what he means? Yeah, Gardy, is that the clarification that you're asking about, Daniel? The best entry point for what? Yeah, are you talking about Enigma filtering? I might be getting greedy here. It turned right in front of my... Is this going to make me pay now that that's a straight set of legs up? I was trying to hold all the way out for that full target there, and it might have turned... How many ticks did it miss me by? It's 3 ticks. I mean, it should get there. I mean, it wasn't a 2 or a 1, so... Let's see. Oh, the wait for it list. Okay, good. Let's talk about the wait for it list. Yeah, absolutely. Like basically filtering. So filtering for the Enigma. Am I kind of on the right track there? You want me to talk through like great ways to filter Enigmas, like which ones to take? Yeah, I'll give you some walkthroughs on that. Wait for it list is what you're trying to get at? Okay, cool. Let's definitely do that. Gotcha. All right, I'm going to take this at 70. I was at 7,800 here. Yeah, because I'm really... Once it busted... So it was 3 ticks right here, but now this... I'm being a dick for a tick right there. Okay, like it's within 2 ticks of that target, and you see how we even stopped printing it. Like we should have already touched inside of there. So I went ahead, pulling that position there, 75.80. on the day, there is the bonus. So the way that wraps up here. So there is I had my winner, and then that's enough for my chicken dinner. And then I got one more trade here for the bonus. We really reiterated that point on Friday. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. If you didn't, go back and watch that chat around. I'm not telling you to take 5 trades. Does everybody understand that? If you understand that, and please be honest, type a 1 if you understand what I meant from Friday, or if you didn't see it, whatever, or if you know what I mean by it. When I say, I'm not telling you when I say, you know, I've got my 5 trades, a lot of people are saying and thinking that, oh, okay, I just keep I take 5 trades. That is not it. It is up to, right? Our standard operating procedure is up to 5 trades. And I need to make sure that we have that clear for you guys. Up to 5. Within that 5, as far as putting food on the table, 2 winners should be enough to put food on the table. And that's why I say winner, winner, I can pay for a chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, winner, winner, chicken dinner, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Drive it in your head there. And then now I hold out and I look for a bonus within that 5. Now, if that one goes wrong, I have 2 more to try with. Does everybody understand that? Therein lies how I can come to the 5 conclusion. It is not that every session you trade 5, because I've had people, this is where people go wrong. They're like, oh, I think I can take 5 trades away from the bull. That bull, remember I talk about bull riding. If you get in the ring with the bull, dude, he's going to pop you. Okay? He will destroy you if you stay in that ring with him long enough. So it is not about taking 5 every time. It is that you have 5 trade opportunities. We're not just going out there. In fact, we don't just keep going. I like 10, 20 some odd things, especially when you are new. And I'm talking to younger Vinny. I'm not making trading suggestions to you. I'm not licensed to tell you what you should do with your money. This is mentorship for me, talking about this to my younger version of myself. I'm like, Vinny, if I were young and I was doing this again, this is how I currently approach things. I am telling you how I approach things, not necessarily how you do. But if you want to know what I do, I just want to make sure I'm thorough on telling you how I do me. If you want to take your 5 trades, absolutely. But I don't want it to be misconstrued that you think that I'm telling you, take 5 trades. It is not that. Does everyone get that? That is the gigantinormous question of the day. And type a 1 if you get it, 2 if you don't. Now I'm going to wait for a minute. I want everybody here to type a 1 or a 2, whether you understand what I just went through right there. It is, I believe, crucially important to understand that I am not telling you to take 5 trades, nor am I saying even to myself, I'm good with, cool, I got my 2 trades. I got enough to, again, we're talking about trading for a living. This is the book by Alexander Elder. If you guys want to, the only book I ever suggest anyone to ever watch ever in the history of evers is one book. And what is it? Alexander Elder's Trade for a Living. And he also just happens to be the one who talks about the triple screen entry setup, which is what we also do and abide by on tide, wave, ripple entry type of things. He's looking at 3 time frames because we have quantitative analysis and our system is, you know, can quantify things and put them on your chart quickly. We're using 5 time frames. We are taking what Alexander Elder teaches on a 3 filter system and pushing it to 5, which is why we are, in my opinion, so good. That's my personal opinion on that. Okay, I think I've driven that home. Good deal. Almost to the P point here, right up above. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, coulda held out for a little bit more on that. I think we got 10K coming today. That's my feeling. I think we're going to do another 5-figure day here today. Let's wait for some great, perfect setups here. We are in the area where the market is telling us too slow, very, very slow here. Let's look for a, first of all, another, I'm asking for a warning. Does anyone have any AO clustering on the lower time frames happening anywhere on any instrument that you see? The ones I have here in front of me, I have RTY over here, looking pretty stout to the upside. Looks like a nasty trap to the downside and continued move up right now, just staying on the side of the nerd. This feels like somewhere that they could have put in an AOC somewhere, tipping its hat to us that we may be on one of those trickier grinder day scenarios here, and I want to be aware of that if we are. Butamus. I'm going to talk to you guys about a pro tip if you are watching us live. Let's talk about a quick pro tip for Mentorship Monday if you're watching this in a live stream scenario. And I'm going to click here. I'm going to go to YouTube. Turn off the blah and bah. Okay, so if you're here watching in the live stream, what you might want to do, pro tip, click right here on settings. Okay, first change your quality to as high a quality as your PC can manage so that everything is super crystal clear, number one, on your quality. But now look at this playback speed. On playback speed, in case your internet connection lags or whatever, because I've heard people say, hey, it sounds like it's falling behind, best thing you can do is click right here on playback speed and select 2x speed. Okay, now you're like, well, Vinny, you talk too fast, I don't want to do it 2x. But I'm saying if your live stream starts to lag or whatever, if you just put this on 2x, this will continuously try to catch you up. Does that make sense? Are you understanding my pro tip there? Okay, put it on playback speed 2. And again, when you're at the very end of the, if you are live with us, if you have clicked on live, right, you should not be falling behind. However, you know how it is with YouTube, or you lose your internet connection or your wireless, whatever you're on, if you're watching me on some wireless device and whatnot, and you want to make sure that you are up to date, because I do see some people answering my questions a little bit delayed. Okay, so to eliminate that delay, it is not me, because again, the trolls, the only ones out there continuously saying, oh, Vinny's trading on a delay. There's no delay. There's no delay. If you're getting a delay, click on live, number one, and pro tip, click on that 2x speed there. Okay. Do you understand that? Interesting tip. Okay, good. I'm glad some of you guys have not thought about that before. Good. So that's new to you. You guys understand the 2x live stream thing? Type a 1. If you don't know what I just said there, type a 2, and I'll try to walk it through a little bit farther. And by the way, you can do that for anybody's live stream. Hanging out with Nomad. You're listening to Mike Schwartz, aka Nasal Ned, and looking for rooms to trade against, but you want to keep up with them. Awesome. Press that 2x and wait till they make a trade call and then play against them. It's great. Let's see, did we ever even touch red all morning? Nope, not a single one time. One time, and it was we red rovered. Yeah, look at that. They slung it right back. Came in. No, there was some time there between 9:40 and 9:50. It did get into the red side. But then the rest of the time, it has been green, 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 green. The nerd has been saying, don't go down. Take to the long side. Yeah, brother, I gotta hang out with the late night crew over there with Nomad. Now if I can just get him to fix his microphone. Bro, pro tip, okay? Your microphone sucks. We can hear like all this background noise. Look, I'll prove it to you that I can mess it up on mine too. Watch, I'm gonna turn my, look, I'll make my room sound like yours, okay? Ready? Here we go. All right, let's turn the sensitivity all the way up. Let's turn cardioid to all over. All right, so Can y'all hear my PC fans going? Sounds like I'm on an echo. Okay, now we sound like we're in Nomad's room, right? Are we in Nomad's room now? Oh my word, it hurts my ears. Yeah. Well, no, it's not even speakers versus headset. I have my speakers on. I have my speakers turned on. I do not use a headset. Okay, this sounds like we're in Nomad's room now, right? Dude, fix your stupid mic, bro. No offense, but seriously. Okay. Can you tell? Okay, look, all you have to fucking do, bro. Okay, listen, this is not hard. Okay, not hard. You have a Blue Yeti mic? Let me back up. I think you showed that you have a Blue Yeti, correct? Right? I just got into his room. You can hear the fan, yeah. Okay, so watch. This is not hard, bro. Okay, again, and I have mine on speakers. I'll prove it. I'm gonna get my phone out just to prove it to you. Okay, because no, there's no. Oh, Vinny's using a headset. No, I'm not. Okay, no, just I googled. Let me Google that for you. Right? What's the website? Let me Google that for you. Okay, listen, I've Googled a couple times. How do I make my Blue Yeti sound better? Okay, it's not hard, bro. Look, I'm gonna switch this to cardioid on the back of the mic. Okay, you don't have to buy some stupid expensive microphone like all these idiots buy. Oh, I gotta go buy an XLR. No, you don't. The Blue Yeti is the best microphone out there. USB, plug it in, boom, you're done. Okay. Now I crank back the sensitivity on the hardware. Zoop. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And now I'm back. I literally just I just changed the sensitivity on it. And, you know, make some adjustments, go into the EQ on it, and, you know, make a change. Okay. Yeah, sounds like you're on the toilet. And by the way, no, I'm not wearing a full headset and all that. Dude, I don't do that crap. I ain't got no time for that. I've told y'all before. Like, I am not going to hinder my ability to trade for, you know, the live stream. No offense. Love you guys, but I got to trade. Bro got to make some hoe. Bro got to make some dough. You know what I'm saying? Did I just say hoe? Wow, I'm tired. Yes, there's a gain knob on the back of the Blue Yeti. Yes. No, not all the way down. You have to play with it. Okay, look here. I'll show you another little trick here. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull over. Can you guys see my OBS? Okay, right here. Look at my microphone volume. So now, right now, I'm kind of popping into this yellow area. I can pull this down. Look, if I pull it all the way down here, now you can barely hear me at all. But look, I crank it up here, and you want this landing somewhere like, I don't know, pull it back to the 20. Just tag test 1, test 2, test 1, test 2 until this thing is, you know, mostly in green, and then tapping into the yellow, which is the warning area, a little bit. Right? You know, if you want to get really crazy and play with some of the filters around that, there's some very easy ways to do that. Come in here and go to the properties of the microphone. Oops, wrong one. Where is it? It's been a while. Filters. All right, look. Just follow the guys on the interwebs, right? These guys, they just turn on compressor. You know, I actually have all these turned off. I got it bound to where I just have a noise gate on, and compressor default settings. Here's mine if you want to use mine. Okay, compressor default settings. Here's my noise gate. Okay, and then the VST plugin, very, very cool. If I open this up here, okay, here's my settings on. I mean, you know, we enhance a little bit of the bass here on it. Sound like you're not, you know. There you go. Hey, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, or whatever it is they say. And that all the tropes. Throw in a trope here. Insert trope here. All right, there you go. Do. If I want it higher, I go all the way up to here. And of course, because I have a compressor, hopefully it keeps it off the top side where it doesn't crack on you, but you know how it is. I don't want it to sound like I'm screaming at people, so I usually set mine here, somewhere around the 20, so I'm coming in over. And you can get crazy with your desktop audio, but I'm sitting in my office and I have my speakers turned on. My speakers, they're just coming through into my office. Okay, I'm not doing anything else fancy at all. Right, I'm sitting in my office. I feel completely natural. I don't have those stupid lights like all these guys. I don't know how these guys sit under these lights. where they've got like 2 key lights shining on their face while you're trading. Like screens, I don't even know. I couldn't do it. Crazy. How to stream edition. Bro, gotta make some hoe. That's right. Oh. You had no idea? Yeah, see, here's the thing. Nobody else is going to tell you. Okay, this is the problem with Vinny E-Mini. Okay, people either love or hate me because I'm going to tell you what's up. Okay, I think this is a trap down here, so I am going to play this as a trap first. Although we did just shift to red, so I am acknowledging the fact that, you know, this may be a big fat turn down. And Enigma's working against me here. It's a 20.
Reversing.
I'll go ahead and get short. All right, I'm gonna get short here down to ET20. I'm gonna go with the nerd. The nerd is saying red. It's midday. We got how many minutes? It is 8 minutes. But I do think we'll probably end up trapping and be around this open line here. They're gonna try to hang it above it. Would not be surprised if we make a move up here. I will continue to sell into this until this shifts back. Yeah, but like I'm the guy. I'll tell you if you got a booger in your nose, bro. I'll be like, hey, your stuff sucks. Okay, fix it. I don't just keep patting people on the back for crappy stuff. And it applies to everything. Like I'm like, it doesn't. It's not just pro tips on streaming. Not that I'm a pro streamer by any means, but I can tell you, I know the difficulties. Like I know how hard it is being out here, you know, live streaming and trading in front of people. There's all kinds of pressures around your trading in this situation and scenario. We did have a chat, didn't we? Yeah.
DCDMEM on the 1.
All right, I'm going to reverse it here. I do think I think this is a trap to the long side. I still think we're going to pop up here first. Could be wrong. We are probably going to finish out this bar here, touch the golden ropes down below, and then look for, hopefully I'm looking like a 10, 15, 20 tick pop-up move here shortly. But with these crosses showing up here, that could be the spot. The truth shall set you free. All right, the back of the Enigma is right about here. So that'll be my 20 ticks. Into a shark back. Oh, it didn't let me take off any of my contracts. How rude. Seriously? Didn't let me take off none of those contracts up there. All right, shark back was too tough there, and we are Mac v sell. So concerned, we are midday. We got 5 minutes until noon.
Double delta EM on the 8th.
Yeah, that one's gonna bother me later of not being able to peel some of those off. Literally did not get me out of any of those. Bummer. Okay. If those guys get stuck just in front of the Enigma target there. Cannot believe it didn't peel me off on those up there. So frustrating. Dick for a tick. Literally tried to get out there, but it turned right in front of not letting me get any of those contracts off.
Enigma short on the EM1.
All right, I'll peel half here. That's dangerous. Back here at the open, I'm at 8K. I could pull it right here and sit at 8K. Let me see what's going to happen here. Yeah, I have to respect that. ET20, we're into the crosses here. Don't think they're going to make it that easy on them. Okay, I'm going to buy at these crosses where people were trying to get short. I think it'll be a trap there. Under the open. Still 2 minutes from noon. Riding the open line here. Let me pop in a bracket. How much is that going to be? That's worth 2,700 to there. I'm at, I need 2K to get to 10K. So right about here will be 10K. So right in front of that red line, I don't have to have my bracket there to attract attention, but you can see I'm looking at the numbers right here. This is how I'm kind of calculating that. And am I within the stretch to do that? I am. So now I can peel that, but I know that if I start peeling off contracts at that red line or right in front of it, I will be at my 10K target. Make sense? Everybody follow? Everybody type 10K in the chat for some luck, and make sure you smash that like button. And if you have not subscribed yet, you're an idiot. So make sure you smash that too. For good luck for all of us.
J-hook long EM on the 1.
Just to verify, has anyone seen an AOC? We discussed earlier, any AOCs on any other instrument that I may not have in my purview. Any AOCs in the 1s to 4s, ALGO bar, area that I might need to concern myself with, where this could be a continued grinder. If not, then I'm happy to play traps, which is what I'm currently expecting, because I've not seen any AOCs personally, but I have been caught off guard where somebody's like, oh yeah, no, there's an AOC on NQ. NQ's got AOC clustering on the 2s, or it's got AO clustering on the 3s. Oh no, you lost power, Gustavo. Make sure you got your broker on speed dial. You got positions open. Call them up, close them out. Don't fly blind. On the ones, okay. Well, if you did have to filter, so did you go from 10? Was there filter? Main thing is under 10. I should have been more specific when I laid that out earlier too. On AO tuning, 10 or above. Like, I'm not interested in your like, well, I had it on the 6s or I had it on the 7s. No, I don't care about that. 10 or above. All right, let me just be specific around that. Alpha Omega tuning. If you go into your indicators, and going to go Flowmaster, Alpha Omega right here. Okay, low strength value, and we're talking about tuning. And again, you need to go through the Alpha Omega tuning video. Please know and fully understand what is there. Low strength threshold, 10 or above. Okay, I don't care about the 5s, 7s, blah, 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 blah. 10 or above, all right? With my standard setup on my workspaces, if you do my install, 10, 18 is the default, okay? If you got it set to 10, on the lower time frames, and you're getting that, right? That's what I want to know about. Okay, fill me. Let me redo my bracket. Okay, I'm at 8,700 there. So same thing. Yeah, if I get to that red line right there, 2,500. Yep. So that'll be 10K for me right there. At the red line. Like somebody knows about it or something. ALGOBOX Pro, how can I help you?
Hey Vinny, it's Amit. How you doing?
Amit, very good, very good. Give me a couple minutes. I'm on the live stream here, and can I call you back at this number?
Sure.
Roger that. All right, bud. We'll talk to you in a moment. Bye. All right, it is noon. Hey, the guy's calling on time though. Impressive. Okay. Let's see. So I just peeled off a lot right there. I was at 10K, but did you see how it turned right on that red line? An important zone, important spot right there. I'm at 9,700 right now on the king timing. It did not fill me, so I also, once again, it left me hanging for 1,000 there. It did not fill my orders. So I had popped in the sell ask, and it's like, I don't know, were you guys front running me? That's always a danger on a live stream going, okay, did everybody just put all their orders right in front of mine? Appreciate that. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't know. You want increments of 2? So yeah, you guys are all loading up in front of me, aren't you? All right. All right. Cost of doing business out there on live streams. Cool. All right. Let's see. Yeah, do I do a tiny ATM to get myself over the hump there? Well, now I'm down to 9,000. All right, I'm gonna close it here. So, yeah. All right, so I hit the 10K. I mean, at the end of the day, that was 10K. And I do need to get on that chat. So I'm sure I will be able to manage that. We're basically, yeah, $1,100 away from 10K. We'll do it there. Front running here on livestreams.com. All right, thanks for hanging out. Don't forget Black Friday. Enigma is done on January 1st. As we go into the new year, there will be a waiting list, but Enigma will no longer be included. So if you were thinking about getting involved with us, this is literally the best and potentially last time to ever do that if you want the Enigma. And if you guys got questions around any of that, we've got the full training program there. You'll have access to all that members area that we showed you guys earlier. You do have access to the full documentation suite and all of that good stuff. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back here this afternoon. I will talk more about, hey, I know some of you guys had some questions in there. I will continue on Mentorship Monday this afternoon to answer the question someone asked about the Enigmas and the wait for it list. I will continue on with that this afternoon. I do need to get to this phone call with this gentleman that we had scheduled there this weekend. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, and Eddie B, I am sitting on the big H-Town. See ya. Art team, show them how it's done.
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance, but the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investors because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use that, they have better front end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Delta 5 loading. Long. Look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. One down on freeze. Order filled. Target filled.